Some of you may know that this is the last Mat&Mar Show. We're gonna be moving from YouTube into a podcast format. Please don't go crazy. Hi, everybody. It's your boy, Matty Rants.
And Jamar84.
This is our last Mat&Mar for YouTube. We'll be spending the next few weeks getting the podcast together. Why can't you just do the YouTube stuff? Y'all are not sending enough questions for us to do that. And that's true, T. And you can't send them now.
To watch and share the videos each week.
So we're having to make an executive decision here. And we're going to go on and move to the next chapter in our viewing lives. I'll be heading to LA soon. Do not ask me when in the comments. I'll delete it. And Jamar may be soon following. We're not sure, but we're getting things together as we speak. So, we thank you for joining us on this journey here on YouTube. Follow us to the podcast. Don't forget that we are still going to be on social media as pretty much for everything. And
it's like that doesn't stop.
Yeah, this doesn't end everything. Okay, so don't lose your grip. Don't lose your mind. We're still here. Have a Snickers. All right. Jamar, shall we start with the first question? And I'm sorry to start off the show on such a, by the way, guys, on that moment, okay?
We love you.
Love ya.
All right, so the first question is called Summertime Sadness. Hey, Matt and Jamar, saw y'all were missing some questions, so I finally decided to send one. Kudos. Love you guys and your content. You have kept me entertained throughout the year, and I'd like to thank you for it. Cut to Maddie gathering me for filth for the question being hours long. Are you going to gather him to filth?
Probably.
So the thing is that I'm 16 years old, closeted by Spanish peasant.
Keep going.
That has a huge problem, which is since last year, every summer comes around, I spiral into a depression or a blue state where I'm constantly having existential crisis about time passing and death, what comes after it, and things like that. I had this thing happen last year, which was way more intense, where I actually considered suicide because I couldn't have a day of the whole month of August and September without crying. I actually went to therapy and thought my problem was gone, but it has come back stronger than yesterday. I see what you did there.
Britney Spears.
I see what you did. The way I got rid of it last year was by going back to school and having other things to worry about, but since school doesn't start until September, I don't know what I can do to not ruin my summertime. In like 2 weeks, I'm leaving to Ireland for a summer camp thing, and I don't really want to be that person who always feels being blue, because what's the use of feeling blue? I know my problem isn't as huge as the other viewers, but this problem that happens to me is actually really limiting and doesn't allow me to live my summer in a fun way. I'd like to know what you guys think and any advice that I could follow.
Did they tell us why exactly they're crying or what is causing their depression?
They mentioned how they get some sort of anxiety of thinking about death and what comes after it. And, I mean, that's why you just have to live until now. Nobody knows what happens.
That's inevitable.
We're all going to die.
Yeah, no one's living forever.
So that's why you have to live in the now. You can't worry about what happens when you cross over to the great beyond.
Oh, please don't.
We have to worry about the now, okay? So...
Baby, I don't know how far I can get into this with you because I don't have that kind of fear and I couldn't imagine having it. I will tell you I have fears in my own anxieties myself that I have to struggle with every day. And I may not be on the same level of intensity as you, but those things try to keep me in the bed every day. I have to tell those things that, guess what? I have to do today. I got to get up. There are people who like me. And there are also places that I need to be where people don't like me, but food's good there. Like, I'm not going to take light of your situation or your subject. I want you to understand that you are very young. You're 17 years old. You have not lived yet at all. Like at all. Think of this. I'm 31. You're 17. I've lived on this earth 14 years longer than you. Imagine the guy who's 41 listening to this story, having you say this. Thinking about everything they went through as well. There's nothing wrong with you feeling sad about something like that. Do not let it consume you. Why would that consume you? Of all the things to consume you.
You're about to travel to Ireland.
You have an opportunity to go
for the
somewhere
summer.
where a lot of people want to go and do a lot of things. I'm sure you have a lot on your plate right now where you actually have a lot going for yourself, but you can't recognize those things. I need you to start finding good lighting for those and really let that light shine on those things. And you start take away that negative space that you're placing yourself in, because you're putting yourself in it for no reason. Like none. Also think about this. For you to kill yourself and then for you to be thinking about death and making you sad or depressed, why would that help? You ending your life.
You just expedite.
Because then you wouldn't feel it anymore, but then what would you feel?
Then you don't feel, like suicide.
You wouldn't feel anything.
You take away the joy. Like, of course there's pain, but there's
see
also
anything.
joy.
You're not going to be able to feel anything. You're not going to be able to live. And find out if that's something that you can overcome and how strong you are as a person. You haven't even been tested yet, baby. Don't put yourself out. Don't think of yourself short. I think you don't think enough of yourself, and that is a problem that you need to like really get over. I have that issue. Sometimes I don't think enough of myself, and I place myself into a really bad headspace. And I do that a lot with guys. When I'm thinking of dating someone who I think is really attractive, I become very nervous, and it puts me in this high anxiety where I just sweat. Okay? Like I just sweat it out. And I feel embarrassed, and not that I want to be with them, and it makes me just not want to leave the house. And I start saying to myself, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. I like it really like over and over again in my head. Can I tell you? Those thoughts
can't let them consume.
Are bull. Yeah, and I have to tell myself that all the time. I am sickening. I look good, damn it. My body is right. I am framed together. I have to start saying things to really pull myself together. But the difference is, mama, sir, lady, boy, lady, you got to feel those things too.
You have to believe it, because
you got to believe
nobody can believe it for you.
It's no one's job to pat your back and tell you to get up every day. That's your job.
You have to pick your own self up, baby.
So, stay strong, my love. You're still a baby. You have way more things to go through before you decide on something as selfish as that. And I'm saying it that way, and I do not take it back. I think it's a selfish thing for people to do. I have been down that road myself. Y'all have heard my story several times on here. Hear me out on this. It's not the answer. And if you feel like you're going through something, call that hotline.
There are hotlines.
You go on a website. You talk to a friend who you know, who you can trust. You talk to a family member. Whoever you got, girl, get on that level. I'm so mad this is the next question after that.
And yeah. It's just a complete shift.
Title of this is Old Freaky Deaky Men. Hi, Matty and Jamar. Firstly, just want to say that I love the content you bring with both your RPDR reviews and the Mat&Mar Show. Continue inspiring us young gabies. It sounds like scabies. To be more intelligent throughout our lives. Also, apologies if this is a drawn-out question. A bit of a backstory. I always roll my eyes when I hear backstory. I'm a 19-year-old, almost 20, this upcoming 6th of July. Happy birthday. Black male who just happens to be gay.
Okay.
And focus on getting back into college and pursuing my dreams as a registered nurse. Come on, RN.
Yes.
It's a good job.
Making coin.
I live in the more urban parts of New Jersey, hood. And pretty much everyone in the neighborhood knows each other. Real hood.
Woo.
That's the real hood. And everybody know each other.
Okay.
Hood. One late afternoon, I decided to pay my ill grandmother a visit. I don't particularly have transportation, so I typically walk there since it's no big issue. During my power walk, I was casually listening to music when an older man called out from behind me. I turned to see him walking, more like limping to me. He had on dark shades and looked as if he was on that good stuff. Was it the bad good stuff or the good stuff? Okay. Now, I was brought up in a proper home and was always respectful to my elders. I asked him if he needed anything, and his response was that he needed $1. He looked almost homeless. So I reached into my small bag, gave him $1, plugged my earbuds back in, and continued with my power walk. Not even 10 seconds later, I hear him call me again. So I turned back around, this time a bit irritated since I already rushing to get where I needed to go. I asked it again, sir, is there anything you need? His response was, and I quote, I need some sex.
That's an old man right there. Only
And end of video.
Only they was. Ooh. Go ahead.
Hold on. I literally did a double take, pulling out both of my earbuds again, asking myself, is this really happening? Is this guy for real?
It's happening.
I said, what? He
really
repeats himself with, I need some lovin'.
Yeah,
God.
that is. Ooh.
Now my mind was in shambles, but I took a deep breath because knowing my mouth, I was going to lash out. Girl, my mouth.
Like, what?
I would have read him into a grave, child. Okay, I said, sir, you don't know me. And he cuts off with, spit. I'm trying to get to know you. Girl, you just asked me for $1 and now you want some boom boom? I can't. Oh, can I have $1? Let me have that booty. No.
Like, how do you transition? There's so many steps in between. But
by then I was trying to remain respectful, but my patience was wearing thin. I basically told him, sir, I'm flattered but not interested. He proceeds to then tell me that he was clean. And that he knows I'm gay since I have a pretty flamboyant walk. And then disrespects me by saying, you look like you're trying to suck D anyways.
what?
I felt my anxiety kick in. All of a sudden I turned green. With those powers, I became the Hulk. No, that didn't happen to you. But okay. I felt no, girl, that man was clearly crazy and homeless. And he obviously was having... Let me tell you something. Let's say you turned around and he said, yeah, you wanted to do that. Imagine what the smell would have been like when the pants zipped down. You would have aged by 10 years from just the whiff.
Ooh, no, absolutely
You'd have been 33, 13 years on top of that. You'd been dead. Sarcophagus.
No, ma'am.
Horrible.
Moldy.
Died. Okay, so I just simply flicked him the deuces, plugged my headphones in, and walked down the street. I ignored the insults he threw at me, mostly him calling me a homo and the F word. But as I write this email now, I think to myself, would it have been justified if worst case scenario, I would have defended myself against someone like that? No, because he didn't try to physically harm me. He was just yelling insults. Something about his demeanor was very unsettling. I can defend myself, especially against someone who's pretty much limping his way around. But my question is such. Would I have been justified if worst case scenario, walking away was no other option to put my hands on the old geezer? Thanks for reading my long ass email. I appreciate it greatly.
I feel like you handled it the most mature way that you could have.
That's how you're supposed to handle it.
It's strange when people try to call you names when just moments ago you were asking me to do the same thing.
Because you could have turned around and read him for death.
Like, you just offered to have sex.
If you wanted a way to handle something, here's the thing. Walking away is the best answer in that situation, and I'm glad you decided to take that route. Now, Matthew, this one here, Matty Rants, I'd have turned around and he would have been gone. I wouldn't have beat him. No, you don't fight no one like that. He's already died. Like, he's already out the door. Limping. He's homeless asking you for $1. He don't got no health insurance. That man is out. Like, you understand me? Like, what are you about to say? I would just read him. I'd have read him from Sunday. Said, sir, I gave you $1 because I was hoping you'd buy a bar of soap with your stinking self. Like, we would have gone down that line. And now I'm about to give you another $1 just so you can mind your bit. Like, we could have done that but guess what? That wouldn't have solved anything either. I would have insulted this man. I would have placed him down beneath the depths. Now, he called me a homo. He called me the F word. He called me all them things. But did that really bother you? You're already winning, sis. You're walking.
Right.
He's limping.
You
are literally winning. There's no purpose of you doing anything like that. Like, why insult and try to break the meek when they themselves are the ones that don't have anything?
Especially when it wasn't a threat anyway.
He wasn't a threat. He asked you for sex. He was trying to see what you was going to say. He got mad that you didn't want to give him none, so he started hurling insults at you. That's what a lot of DL guys do. That's what a lot of guys in general do. Even the gay community. He's just a fat... It's like, girl, you're mad because you didn't get your rocks off.
I was saying, how you gonna insult me after I deny you? Like, what's the... Oh, girl.
You're fine, but it seems that your first intuition is your best intuition, so go with that. But don't turn around and rock nobody when they don't need to be rocked, okay? You good, baby. Next.
So, we have some Drag Race questions.
Goody.
Hi, Mat&Mar. I have a few RuPaul's Drag Race related questions. So, as you guys know, there's rumors going around about All Stars 4, and I just want to know who is each of your top 5 picks for All Stars 4? a runway theme, maxi challenge twist, and would you guys want them to continue with the lip sync for your legacy or lip sync for your life? Good.
Oh, so you're trying to get me to go there with you today? Is that what you're trying to do? That's
a lot that you asked for.
I don't have a top 5. I can just name 5 people off the top of my head who I could give you. Mariah, Paris, Balenciaga. That's one. After this season, I like Monique Hart or Monet Exchange to come back. That's 3. I'll give you 2 more. Previous seasons, previous seasons,
You gotta got 2 more.
Try.
I got 2 more.
I'm trying. I want to say Latrice, but everyone's like, why would you do Latrice?
Not?
There you go. Latrice Royale, that's 4.
Why not?
Okay, and then 5 between Miss Cracker and Tammy Brown. Boom, done.
Again.
Just for I'm acting.
Trinity Taylor, Valentina, Angina, Monet or Monique, and who's a random 5th person that I can put in here?
Layla.
Sure. Why not?
Layla McQueen. There you go, McQueen. Girl, I'm going to call her McHathaway or McDonald's. Girl, I couldn't think of the last name. Layla McDonald's. Ba-da-da-da-da. Coming in there. Okay, listen.
Woo!
Heard about it.
A runway theme? I still think we're still waiting to see like that anime runway.
Every runway theme has like somewhat copyright infringement laws on it, so it's hard for us to say which one we want because they say, well, we can't do that because that's not fair. Da 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 da.
Well, they bought that Hello Kitty.
You know what? I got a runway theme. I got one. I'm gonna say Beauty and the Beast, but as the inanimate objects that were alive. And they're given, you have to be a clock, you have to be a spoon, you gotta be this, you gotta be a pot, you gotta be this, and it has to be reveals. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, candle would be cute. You'd want to be the candle? I'd be Mrs. Potts, and then as the whole reveal goes, I would like open up the kettle.
And the little teapot come out.
And then the little the broken one comes out.
I'm already there.
And it would be like this really cute like runway look. It would be so perfect. But yeah, that would be mine, I guess.
I feel like I've answered this question before. I said like a good runway theme may be like, oh, you have to come out as one of your fellow contestants, and then that's what.
Or if they did a Disney princess theme, if they got the rights.
If they got the rights.
Ooh, but Viacom is good with it. You know, that's a possibility. It could be coming soon. Who they get rights to, especially if a movie comes out with a princess with the promotion. Okay,
we'll
sorry.
See.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw A Wrinkle in Time.
How was it?
Horrible.
It was that?
It was.
I heard people say like it was bad, it was confusing. I'm just like, but it was. People were saying it was so. Well, some people saying it was so good.
It was beautiful, but it was garbage. It was garbage. I'm gonna do a video on it. To be honest with y'all,
looks nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on it.
How was Oprah?
Girl, she was Oprah. It was not anybody but Oprah with wigs and glued on bedazzled eyebrows. That's
I was like, Miss Oprah in drag.
Mindy Kaling too. Same girl. I was like, she's not Miss Who's-Its. And then, Renee Zellweger. I kind of like, no, not Renee Zellweger. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Not Renee Zellweger. She hasn't had a movie in a while. I meant Reese Witherspoon. You see how I went from RZ to RW? So you can understand why I would want to do something like that? Okay. Reese was okay. I wasn't mad at Reese. I was more into Reese's character than anybody else's. But other than that, it was bad. It was a total crap fest. And it was not... I read the book, so I was very... So I was like... fuck. Here's the Black Panther came out the first weekend, and then that came out the second weekend. No, it shouldn't have came out at all. They needed time with that. Ava's better than that.
Oh, yeah.
But it was garbage. Okay, sorry. Next, is it me? Are we done with that one?
Do we want them to keep the legacy thing? No.
No. I want the girls in the bottom to
like,
I want to lip sync. I want to feel some kind of like rush of adrenaline.
There has to be a risk to the lip sync.
All right. Gaming question. Hey, Matty and Jamar, big fan of your channel and your reviews. Love your content. I'm still curious why you stopped reviewing Housewives of Atlanta. You never said why. I did. I did say why. I said it several times. So I can make sure that we hear. I'm not yelling at you. Just know that this is me on the screen. And I would say it to Jamar just like I would you. I say it the exact same way. I said it before. I'll say it again. Last season, I fell asleep on. I fell asleep on it. I was like, this is not interesting anymore. Even when they got to Spain, I was like, no. Now that Marlo's got her peach, I'll be there.
Because they're bringing in some new people.
I'll be there for next season. I'll be there. But this, it was so boring. And then to hear Kim, I didn't want to have to do videos of me explaining why Kim is racist every week.
That, even when people were talking about it, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this.
Like, we already knew better. But
that
okay.
reunion, though, was
anybody that says, sweetie, I still can never get that out of my brain whenever I think of Kim. I think of her and a black, assistant named Sweetie in Atlanta, Georgia. Oof, girl. All right, to the question, because we went on a little tangent there. Anywho, see, that's what you do.
I just thought, September, spring, summer.
Joggers, September, spring, summer. Like, who says stupid stuff like that?
And then she, okay, no, that's, okay. Go to the question.
Who would really?
Because she tried to get Katie together, and Katie was like, bitch, I'm trying to help you out. But, okay.
I know what you're saying, girl. You know how she always gets mush mouth when she's trying to, explain herself, but she can't get it out right?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Ooh, I've always wanted to send a question, but couldn't think of one that I felt mattered that much. I don't really have much personal issues going on that require third-party intervention. It's a little shade to everybody else. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. My question is, do you play the Kingdom Hearts series? Yes. If so, why not?
I think you meant
if not, why not? Oh, yeah. If not, why? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
If you do, are you excited for Kingdom Hearts 3? Yeah, I'm kind of am. But it's
coming out like a decade.
It's taken so long that it's kind of nullified my happiness for it, because remember how many times they released 1 and 2? 1.25, 1.5, 1.75.
They talk about Kingdom Hearts every year at E3, but this is
Kingdom Hearts the remix. Don't forget the Kingdom Hearts that went to Nintendo DS only. That whole, we had to play that to get the other part of the story. Girl, I didn't want all that. And do you think Marluxia is a secret gay character? I haven't gone that deep into it. Yeah, I haven't gone that deep into it, to be honest with you. I'm excited for the game. I'm actually really excited that they have that Toy Story. Oh, I'm so excited for that. So excited. I was wondering why that had never really made its way on there, but she made it, honey. And I'm excited to see what other stories they also bring in, because I kind of feel like they should have had something with the Princess and the Frog in there. Just saying. I would have liked to be in New Orleans.
Oh, baby,
jumping around as a frog version of him. I would have been there for that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been there for that, with Prince Navi being the little side guy. That would have been cool. Or the alligator.
Or the villain.
Oh yes,
that.
Come on now. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet, but I'm excited.
Just underwhelmed.
I will play it. I'm underwhelmed only because it's taking so long. Just like Final Fantasy VII Remake, because that has been taking forever. It was supposed to be out this year, and the amount of anger I have in my soul about it. It's my favorite Final Fantasy game, but yes, I am excited for Kingdom Hearts.
At least we get Super Smash Bros.
Thank God they didn't.
At least, because I thought they were about to be
I thought it was going to be another 2
March
years.
2019.
I thought it was going to be March 2020.
I was like, why did you... Okay, but...
It's literally the same one. They just redid it just... And add more people. But, two.
Brought back everyone.
Well, we'll see who gets added, because I highly doubt that those are just going to be the 2.
We need one. We're going to say that for the other video that we're doing.
True. Because that's another video we'll do. The Super Smash Bros. Conversation.
We have thoughts and opinions.
So many. So many. And I love that we're going to bring Jeff and Gerald into that, because they both play with different people that we do not touch.
Yeah.
So they're necessary for that video. Okay. Jamar, this is, I think, the last question.
It is.
Hence the reason why this is the last Mat&Mar Show on here, y'all. Because if we're doing a podcast, it's not going to just be questions and answers. It's going to be, we'll have topics, and then we'll do Q&A. Mm-hmm. I plan to make the podcast at least an hour and a half of us just talking.
So, this is called A Devil's Three-Way.
My butt fell asleep. Okay.
Hey, Matty and Jamar, I got myself into a sticky situation and I'd love your input. My ex, since 6 months back, persuaded me to meet up, and since I was a bit uncomfortable, I brought a friend. The ex made dinner and we drank wine, but my friend got a little too drunk and felt sick and went to bed.
We've already heard this story. Remember? Okay, keep reading it.
Me and my ex stayed up for a while, but after a quick bathroom break, I found my ex in the bedroom sucking off my friend.
We've heard this story before. Keep going. Yes.
1 week later, my friend has barely spoken to me. He said that he remembered nothing and was taken advantage of, and he's really hurt. We did this?
We did this already. Where did you get this from?
That was like one of the most recent questions we got from the email.
There's literally a story just like this where somebody brought somebody over and then this happened. It may have been a different situation. I apologize to whoever sent this. This literally sounds... Y'all can go back in the episodes. This sounds like a story that someone literally... I have to say it again. Literally already told us about somebody bringing somebody over and then something like that happening.
I think there was a story of somebody like got caught in an orgy that they weren't a part of, but they were trying to get away from the orgy.
That was one of them, but there was another situation just like this.
Huh.
Okay.
Well, we'll answer it.
Keep going. I apologize, but y'all, I was like,
So my friend barely spoke to me. He said that he remembers nothing and was taken advantage of, and he's really hurt. There's still feelings between me and my ex. I've had trouble sleeping and have been in a depression, closing myself to others for almost 6 months now. Right now, reconnecting with my ex seems like the right decision for my happiness, or is this just the easy way out?
Easy way out. Go for it, Jamar. I already said my answer to that. That's easy.
I mean, that is the answer.
You're too comfortable.
That is the answer, but why?
And then why go back with someone who was just doing all that after they invited you over and there was...
You want to reconnect. You clearly said you weren't comfortable because you had to bring your friend with you the first time. So, and then he sucked. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to reconnect? Do you want to get back with him, or do you just want to be friends? But I mean, I don't see a reason why. You didn't really give too much detail and background on your relationship. If it was bad, why he's your ex. But yeah, I don't see why going back to him is a good thing for your happiness. So I'd say this is the... This has been the Mat&Mar Show. I'm going to exit stage left now because Matty is messy. For sure. Who did this?
A picture just came up.
Who
of Monet Exchange walking into the workroom sweeping, and they put butterflies on the ground, and that is why Jamar has officially been scalped.
Okay. Who posted? What is the name? Who posted it?
This is in my group.
Oh.
I'll send you the picture.
That is so...
That's mean.
Too soon.
And I mean, they should have had Eureka just doing a split on them if they wanted to just be...
Oh my God. That's... Okay.
Okay.
Easy way out.
I already said it. Yeah, it's an easy way out. I really can't sugarcoat this for you because I'm kind of upset that you allowed this to happen in the first place. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your thinking when it came to, I felt uncomfortable, so I brought my friend along. Mistake.
And I don't think it's not the friend's fault either because they got passed out drunk, but the ex is kind of trifling.
What? Oh, please. So the friend doesn't know? He's not cognizant? Wake up the next... Girl, roll. I don't roll with nobody who gets drunk one night and then the next morning, I have no idea what... What if I needed you in a murder mystery trial? Like, no.
Then, you know, because the whole point of me bringing you was for you to be here with me, and you got drunk and fell asleep. So I could have just left you at home if that was the case. But I mean, how did you feel about him, your ex, sucking your friend off? Do they have a? I have questions. You didn't give us enough information with this. Y'all are gonna leave Asia alone.
They're getting Asia together online, and I apologize for jumping into this question. I don't need a good speech on Matt. That's rude. No, girl. We told him what was going on. He's aware of the situation. Don't go back with the ex. Don't worry about the ex. Move on with your life. Your friend is not your friend. I don't care if they don't talk to you no more. They knew what the hell they were doing, in my opinion. Boom. The internet will not let Asia O'Hara live.
But we were looking the same way.
The face you make when your friend forgets to poke some holes in her titties so the butterflies all suffocate and die.
I mean, that's literally what's
what
the
a
pace.
finale.
Because we were like, oh, God. Woo! So, that was the last question. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions. This, as Matty mentioned, is the last episode of the Mat&Mar Show in this video format. We will continue it once we get the podcast together. And we'll start adding in, different topics and, subjects and things of that nature to fill it out.
That stuff we'll have to work on and we'll be working on over the next few weeks here. But we do thank you for joining us on YouTube for the Mat&Mar Show at the beginning of this series to see how you guys would take it. Again, we can't really do anything without questions. Mm-hmm. So as you can see, a very short episode because there was only 6 or 7 questions. So I understand that we all want to get out certain topics and relationships. I'm not asking you to give us your deep personal woe with me stories. Those are great too, because if you need to get that out, let's talk about it. But if you need to ask anything, something, a little thing, just like the Kingdom Hearts question, go for it. Don't feel scared.
Right. We're here for all of it.
We're here for sharing, honey. Okay? And I'll side-eye you either way. Because that's just what I do.
They're already getting accustomed to it, just putting it in the letter. We wouldn't even get a chance to do it on our own. We just put it in.
Boom, boom. All right.
That's it.
Bye. And we'll see you not soon, but real soon.
Subscribe to both channels and follow us on all our social media. We'll still be here.
There's still more things to do and more things to come. This isn't the end of a channel. That is what I really need people to really recognize. It is not over. We're taking a break. Okay?
Because we've earned it.
Yes, we have.
We have earned it. We have earned it.
But you'll see me on Mondays, and definitely during the week. I'll have something posted so you'll know of the new show. So be prepared for that. See y'all later.